Hi, it's Britt from Yoga Dog Fitness. Welcome to my friend Katie's house in Bar Harbor, Maine. Come and join us for a 60-minute Ashtanga inspired practice. Do what you can, don't do what you can't. Breathe, move, concentrate. Thanks. All right, we're going to start seated. Sit as you like. Use a block if you need, anything that makes you comfortable. Sit up tall through the spine. Inhale. Exhale, let the shoulders be heavy. Inhale, if you need a little energy through the vertebrae, the top of the head. And as you exhale, again, let your shoulders be heavy. One more time, inhale. And as you exhale, let your shoulders drop. Keep breathing. Inhale. Just feel your ribs start to expand. Make some room for the lungs. And as you exhale, pull your belly button gently towards your spine. Again, inhale to the right amount for you. And exhale, seeing if you can engage the muscles in the pelvis. Just giving everything a little squeeze. Through this class, breathing as it feels comfortable for you, moving in the range of motion that feels comfortable for you, in the right length, the right strength. I'm just trying to concentrate on those two things, movement and breath. A few more breaths here. Inhale, tall. Exhale, gently pulling belly button in towards the spine. Let's do two more. Inhale, feeling your lungs open up to the right degree, ribs move. Exhale, gently closing the bottom ribs, pulling the belly button in and squeezing the muscles in the pelvis. Last time. Exhale. Let the eyes open up and then down onto the back. A little bit of core warm up. All the way down as you like. Maybe arms V out, or they can T out, or anything that might feel comfortable for you. You're going to bring your knees into your chest. You're going to flatten through the lower back or gently push the lower back in towards the ground. Shoulders away from the ears. Let's start with one leg. So right leg out to the right. Just that knee comes out and then exhale comes back up. Left leg to the left and back up. Inhale at the top. Bring it on down. And one more side. Also with breathing as it feels comfortable for you. Just making sure that you are inhaling and exhaling. Come back center to the top, inhale. And if it feels all right, do both knees. And if not, go back to one. Maybe exhale on the pull up. Inhale the center. And exhale as you pull back up. So moving side to side. Little spinal twist. You can investigate pulling the knees up more or pushing them down more, or heels towards the glutes or lifting them up. So you might want to just investigate with the legs as it works for you. Feeling a little massage as you roll through. Core braced. Good. Let's go one more time. I'm walking down the mat. I don't know if this happens to everybody. When I do this, I walk down the mat. And then come back to center. Inhale, lengthen through the back of the neck. Put your hands on your shins. Inhale, and then exhale as you start to rock and roll back and forth. Maybe a little bit. So we're going to roll up to seated. Good. You can use your legs for momentum. Chin towards the chest a bit, so don't whack the back of your head on the ground. And if you don't feel comfortable doing this, you can just push yourself up. So a few times, just rock, rock, rock. And then meet me at the top. And then however you'd like to get there, we're going to flip over. Actually, let's put the feet on the floor, hands behind. Push the hips up. Good. Up with the heels, and then walk your hands towards your feet, just dropping your knees forward. Open your chest, lengthen through the arms, stretching through the feet, and gently pull back. So you can keep it or you can move the arms, up to you. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Drop the knees forward and then pull back. So this time we are going to come to standing. So if you want to drop the knees forward, lift the heels, and walk the hands in, that's fine. If you want to get there a different way, totally fine. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Exhale. Inhale, arms up overhead. Take a big reach. Palms together, hands to the heart. Surya Namaskar. A, inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, bracing through the core. Inhale, half lift to lengthening through the spine. Exhale, hands down to the mat, walk the feet back to a nice firm plank. You can drop your knees if you need, brace to the core, hands underneath the shoulders and lower down. Inhale, up cobra to your own level. And exhale, tuck your toes, pull back with or without knees into down dog. We're going to take 5 breaths here. So 5 breaths in down dog. You can pedal out the heels, maybe strengthen through the arms, spreading the hands out. Grip the mat gently with your fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, shake out the head. Inhale. Exhale, pull the belly button towards the spine. Just investigating where you might need to lengthen or strengthen. One more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, look towards your hands. Exhale, walk your feet to the top of the mat or however you'd like to get there. Place your hands on your shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the hips and come up as you like, either flat back using the glutes or you can round all the way up. Arms up overhead. Take a deep breath. Palms touch, hands to the heart. Exhale. And again, inhale, lift up, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, get some length out of the spine. Exhale, hands down, walk the feet back to the back of the mat. Lower down. Maybe you want to place one knee down and lower down, or both knees. Inhale, lift, cobra or up dog. And then tuck toes if you like, pull back down dog. Again, 5 breaths, just investigating what you might need. At this point, pressing the heels down, shaking out the head. As I exhale, I like to pull the belly button or my belly in, kind of bracing through the core, muscles in the pelvis. So lengthening out through the neck, pulling shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. And then exhale again to your own degree. It doesn't have to be any certain depth. One more time. Look towards your hands with an inhale. And you can even walk up, a little tiptoes up, or one big step or hop. Inhale, half lift. Like I said, it's inspired. Exhale, forward fold. And hands on the hips, inhale to rise. Arms up overhead, take a deep breath. Mountain pose, exhale, hands to the heart. And then one more time. Inhale, you can always change the arms with an uplift. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthening the arms adds a little more weight. Inhale, half lift, lengthen out, look forward. Hands down, walk back, tiptoe, jump, whatever you like. Knees or no knees, lower all the way down with some kind of strength. Good. Pull through cobra or up dog, shoulders away from the ears. Down dog, meet me there, however you'd like to get there. Pull back and exhale. 5 breaths. If you ever need a rest, you can bring your knees down in child's pose if that feels good for you. Inhale and exhale. Maybe pull the shoulders away from the ears or sway the hips. Shake out the head, move the fingers. Inhale, look towards the top of the mat. Exhale, bring the feet to the top of the mat. Place the hands on the shins, lengthen, forward fold, and inhale to rise. All the way to the sky, reach as high as you can, press the feet to the ground, hands to the heart. So Surya Namaskar B, inhale and exhale, chair posture, Utkatasana. Sit down into your heels, maybe big toes and heels touch, maybe your feet are apart, it's up to you. Brace to the glutes, maybe gaze upward. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, hands on the shins. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Hands down, step back. Knees, no knees, one knee, lower down. Inhale up. Cobra, up dog, legs off the ground, not mandatory. Pull back, down dog. Right leg to the sky. Knee to the chest, foot to the top of the mat. Drop the back heel. Inhale up, warrior one. And right back down, hands down, back heel up, front foot back, however you like, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, pull back, down dog. Other side, left leg to the sky. Knee to the chest, foot to the top of the mat. Drop the back heel. Inhale up with strength. Exhale down, moving through, front foot back, lower down, knees or no knees, up to you. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Pull back, down dog. And 5 breaths. So this is down dog here. Again, you can come to child's pose or kneel back or puppy, melting heart, whatever you like. We're going to do 5 breaths in down dog. Pedaling out the heels, swaying the hips, moving the shoulders. Inhale for energy, exhale for release. Shoulders away from the ears, strong arms. Just balancing out the nervous system. Finding what you need, where you need to stretch, where you need to strengthen. One more breath here. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk your feet up to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair posture. Reach and sit. And then come on up to stand. Exhale. Good. Again, Utkatasana, chair posture, however you'd like to get there. Lots of different variations with the arms. Take a deep breath in, sit back, squeeze glutes, reach fingers. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Shoulders away from the ears, lengthen through the spine. Hands down, step back. Lower down with strength, however you want to get there. Inhale, cobra or up dog or even salabhasana with the hands off. Pull back, down dog, however you'd like to get there. Right leg to the sky. Knee to the chest, foot to the top of the mat. Drop the back heel. Inhale up, warrior one. Come on down. Front foot back. Maybe you want to work a little strength by stacking the foot or keeping the foot up as you lower down. All optional. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Pull back, down dog. Left leg to the sky. Knee to chest, foot to top of the mat. Drop back heel. Inhale up, warrior one. Exhale down. Slow and controlled, front foot back. Lower down with strength. Pull through with an inhale. Pull back with an exhale. And breathe. 5 breaths, down dog, puppy pose, melting heart, child's pose, all an option. A little investigation here, maybe dropping the heels left and right. You can always work into it, dropping one knee down. It's kind of moving it around. Traditionally, they might stay still, but today we're just moving it around inspired. You can be in the camera, Ross. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, feet at the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair. Sit down into it. Reach, maybe toes up off the mat. And then exhale, Tadasana. Everyone's welcome, right? One more time for chair posture. As you like, maybe take a big swing all the way around. Inhale, chair posture. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back. Lower down. Inhale, pull through. Exhale, pull back. Right leg, inhale to the sky. Knee to the chest, foot to the top of the mat. Drop the back heel. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, come on down. Change it, foot back, lower down, pull through, pull back. This is the last time, left leg, knee to chest, foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, gotten done with the flow. Exhale down, front foot back, lower with strength, pull up, inhale, pull back, exhale, 5 breaths. So again, any kind of variation that you'd like. Pulling the shoulders away from the ears or bracing through the core. I like when I bring my heels together and toes out, kind of first position, or Charlie Chaplin. A little bit of down dog with some variations of your foot direction. Shake out the neck, push firmly through the arms. Use the breath. Movement and breath and concentration. Good, back to down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, feet to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, Tadasana. Beautiful. Close the eyes for a moment. Take a few breaths in mountain posture, Tadasana. Maybe just playing a little piano with your toes or exhaling, let the shoulders drop. We're going to move to a forward fold. So again, without judgment, just feeling into the body. Exhale. And here, part your feet about hip width. Inhale. Place your hands on your hips and forward fold down over. Now, if you need a block to bring the earth closer to you, that's fine. Take your first 2 fingers and wrap them around your big toe, from the inside of the toe to the outside of the toe. Drop your head gently. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, move your elbows to the sides. You can bend your knees if you need, gently pulling yourself down. Good, shoulders away from the ears. About 5 breaths here. Exhale. Just moving the weight in the feet where you want. Feeling the length through the back. Again, pulling the shoulders away from the ears. Trying to lengthen through the back of the legs. 1 more breath. As you release halfway up, release the toes. Place your hands on your shins, flat back. Rocket ship through your spine. Pull your belly button in. And this time, as you forward fold, thumbs face one another, hands up. Slide your hands underneath your feet, hopefully to the crease of your wrist. If not, don't worry about it. Gently massage your hands. Exhale, drop the top of your head, and gently stretch through the back of your legs. Again, investigation of where you can loosen. Just trying to give your hands a little massage if that feels good. Bend and straighten the legs, shoulders away from the ears. Just trying to make some space. 1 more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Release the hands. Hands on the hips. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale to rise as you like, either flat back or rounded back, up to you. Coming up flat back, use the glutes. Inhale and exhale. We're going to move into Trikonasana, triangle posture. Take your right foot, step it all the way back to the back of the mat. Front toes stay pointed towards the short edge of the mat. Back toes flare out a little bit. Arms tee out front and back. Good. Inhale, look over your left fingertips. Lean all the way forward as far as you can, bringing your right hip away from you or pushing away from you. And then just windmill your arms. Good. If you can, gaze up towards your top hand. Bring your chin up towards that top shoulder and pull your shoulders away from your ears. As you breathe 5 breaths here, trying to get some length out of the bottom ribs. Just balancing out again the breath, the movement, and the concentration. Inhale, exhale. 1 more time. Make your adjustments. Maybe take some weight off that lower hand. Traditionally, you might reach down for the big toe. Don't have to do that today. Inhale, or ever. You don't have to do anything. Change your feet. The right foot out. Again, reach, reach, reach. And when you can reach no more, then just windmill your arms. Gaze up towards your top hand. Pull your shoulders away from the ears. Make some space where you can. Really feel that length in the bottom ribs also. So you feel that length all the way from your tailbone up through the top of your head. So you gently pull your shoulders away. Rotation of the cervical spine. If you can bring your chin up towards that top shoulder in that direction. One more breath. Inhale, and as you exhale, come on back up. And all the way back to the top of the mat. So maybe hands on the hips, turning, feet together. Take a breath, inhale, and as you exhale again, right foot all the way back to the back of the mat. Feet as they were before, arms to the front of the mat. Inhale. You're going to reach forward with both hands, dropping your right hand down or the opposite one to the leg. And then left arm or out to the side. Now, if it feels all right, you're going to take that left arm to the sky, rotating the body, dropping the shoulders, gazing up towards that top hand, if available. Always a block if you need. Good. Front big toe pushes down, neck lengthens, shoulders pull away. And again, just little bits at a time as you lengthen and you rotate and you lengthen and you stay calm best you can. One more deep breath here. Feeling that rotation. Top arm comes down, bottom arm goes up, body comes up, and we change the feet. Hands together, pointing to the right toes. Inhale, reach. Opposite hand comes down, right arm to the sky. Good. Take a deep breath. 5 breaths here to your own degree, trying to lengthen through the spine. Looking good. There goes a seagull. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate. And another one. Top hand down, bottom arm up. Good. Inhale, come on up with an exhale. Hands to the hips, feet to the top of the mat. So you move smoothly. Inhale at the top, moving on to side angle. Inhale, right foot steps back. Exhale, front knee bends, knee right over the ankle. Tee out the arms, front and back. Now, I want you to investigate if whatever might feel good, if you want to take that left hand or that front arm inside or to the outside. It's up to you. If you need a little push with the knee, maybe you want to go to the inside. So as we reach down, if you need a block, place that block there, and then upper arm up overhead. You're going to try to drop your hips down and then gaze up towards your top hand, towards your top fingers, dropping your hips, lengthening your back leg, and breathe. So not a whole lot of weight on the bottom hand. Really strengthen through the inner legs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, brace to the core. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull the belly button in. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, shoulders away from the ears. Come on up with an inhale. And change feet, change sides. Bend that opposite knee. Come down. Again, drop your hips the best you can. If you want to stay up on the quadriceps, you're welcome to, or come all the way down and up and over. Trying to drop those hips low. Reach that arm up overhead. Look towards the fingertips of that top hand. Good. Inhale. Again, we have blocks here. I'm not using one at the moment, but you're welcome to. Bringing the earth up to you. Exhale. About 2 more times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower shoulders. Beautiful, nice job. Inhale, 1 more time. And exhale, coming all the way back up. Hands to the hips, back foot goes in and feet together at the top of the mat. Meet me there. Revolved side angle. Right foot all the way to the back of the mat. Bend that front knee. Arms to the front. Reach forward. Take that right arm or the opposite one across Take that left arm up to the sky and then up overhead, palm faces the ground. Good. Rotate. Maybe you want to lift that back heel, maybe not. Back heel might stay down. And breathe. Drop hips. Inhale. Lengthen. Exhale, brace. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, breathe. Shoulders away from the ears. Maybe gazing up towards those fingers. One more breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Come all the way back up, just flowing through the best you can to the other side. Same thing. That opposite arm comes around. Good. Try to take that bottom hand, palm, the thumb faces the back foot. So inner rotate of the shoulder. There you go. Yeah. Try to get that arm to the outside of the leg if possible. Beautiful. Top arm up overhead. Exhale. Just making some space. This is where that pulling of the belly button comes in the hand, making some space in the torso. Inhale. Drop hips, reach, exhale. One more breath. And then rotate all the way back up. Unfold, unwind, and meet at the top. Whew, beautiful. Hands to the hips. Take a deep breath. Right foot back out to the back of the mat. All 10 toes face the long edge of the mat. Feet as you like, pointed forward, heels out, toes out, you do you. Arms out like a T. Inhale, exhale, forward fold over your legs. I generally like to kick my heels out a little bit. I'm going to grab the outsides of my feet. We're all going to do this maybe once, maybe twice. So wide leg forward fold. Pulling the shoulders away from the ears. Bracing through the core. Belly button towards the spine as you exhale. And feel that length of the spine, length of the cervical spine, the neck. And the strength in the inner thighs. And again, we're all built differently, so making adjustments what feels good for you. One more deep breath here. Inhale. As you exhale, try to engage the muscles in your pelvis. Bring the hands up to the hips. Either roll up or flat back. Flat back, look forward, brace through the core, and lift all the way up. That felt really good. So let's do it one more time. Take a deep breath here. And this time, let's go down with hands on the hips. So we're going to hinge from the hips. Take a deep breath, open the chest. And then forward fold, hinging over the legs. This time, place the hands down on the mat. Maybe align the fingers with the toes. Maybe walk your feet out a little bit to bring the top of the head towards the mat. If the touches, you can walk your feet in. Pull the shoulders away from your ears. Push the outer edges of your feet away from you. And a few breaths here. Just stretching through the back of the legs. Maybe you want to investigate pushing the hands firmly into the mat, engaging the core. Like you were just going to lift your feet right off the ground. You don't have to do that right now, though. Just breathe. Just imagine it if you were going to push into your hands and just lift your feet right off the ground. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Hands back to the hips. Brace the core. Come on up all the way to the sky. And then turn towards the short edge of the mat. Both feet at the top. Beautiful. All right, we're going to turn towards you so you can see. So we'll turn towards you. Let's turn towards the camera, standing on the left foot. Taking the right foot into figure 4. So you can keep your foot down if you like, or you can bring it up for more kind of half a lotus. And breathe. Now traditionally you wrap your arms around. Today, let's stay as is and just try to forward fold from here. If you want to hold on to your foot in any way, that is fine. Inhale, and then we're just going to forward fold. I'm going to keep a little bend in my left leg. So traditionally we would wrap the right arm around. You might want to have a block underneath you. You're just paying some attention, concentration to that forward fold in figure 4. Good, and breathe. If you can reach down for the ground, that is fine. Many variations. Don't overthink it today. Just do what you best. Maybe this is new to you. So just breathing. One more breath here, and then come all the way up to standing. Inhale, exhale, and breathe. Good. We're going to lift the right toe into the right hand so you can bend your knee. Now, if you want, you can also keep your hand directly onto the shin or the knee, or reach down for the big toe as you push forward. So again, you can hold on to the knee. Take a few deep breaths, and maybe as you exhale, bend the elbow, forehead towards the knee, and breathe. Strengthening through the core, concentration of your breath and your movement. We're going to stand all the way up as high as we can, bringing that leg to the right, out to the right, nice and tall spine, and breathe. If you want to look towards the left, you're welcome to. Slowly follow the gaze, brace to the core, just little changes in the shoulders. Just paying attention again where you need to engage or where you need to relax. Come back center. As you release the toe, grab onto the foot, maybe either side for one breath. We're going to release the foot, hold the leg up, hands to the hips. Hands to the hips, point your foot, lift your leg, and breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Just extension, doesn't matter height, and then foot all the way down. Good. Turn towards the short edge of the mat or the top of the mat. Step your right foot back. We're a little out of sequence. We're going to go to pyramid posture, but that's all right because we're just inspired. Take a deep breath. Even out your hips. Beautiful. And then forward fold. If you want to grab your block, you're welcome to. And you're also allowed to bring your arms behind you if you want and grab opposite elbow or any variation you want. It's a little pyramid pose. Drive the big toes down towards the ground. Investigate your breath. You're welcome to roll in or extend out. Just getting some movement in, making some adjustments. Feeling into the body what is working for you. And breathe. Good. One more breath here. As you come up all the way, either rolling up or flat back, up to you. We're going to roll to the other side of pyramid, so just turn the toes towards the long edge of the mat and walk them to the other side. You can adjust the feet, and maybe this time you want to try that reverse Namaste Mudra. Take a deep breath, open the chest, and forward fold over in your pyramid. Take a few moments here, again, maybe lengthen or roll in or adjust hips. Maybe sometimes it's just backing off is where you need. Just feeling into the body. You have the dial. One more breath here. Inhale, exhale. And then come up. Maybe an untraditional way that you come up. Maybe you always come up rolling up and try flat back. All right, let's face towards the camera again. This time standing on the right leg, taking the left foot up. Maybe figure 4 here. Just trying some balance work, or half lotus. Again, I'm just going to hold my foot with my hand for the forward fold. Not so much a bind today. Take a deep breath and exhale over that leg. Maybe you might want to reach down towards the ground. Maybe not, right? If you're like, I can't reach the ground, then don't have to do it. But if you can, feels good, that's fine. You can add in the bind. Shaking it out, breathing out. Right? And then one more breath here, coming all the way back up. Woo. You with patience, yeah. All right. Release that foot. Might want to take a moment. And then left toe to the left hand or left knee. It's up to you. Right hand to the hip. This is fine. Or if you want to grab that big toe, as we did before, lengthen out. Nose to knee, knee to nose, or rounding down towards the forehead. And breathe. Again, just feeling into the body. Fall out, come back in. No big deal. We all do it. Stand up tall, leg to the left. Might want to even counterbalance with that right arm. Looking to the right if that feels all right. Feels all right. Making those small adjustments. Coming back through center. Grabbing the foot with both hands for just a moment or the knee. One breath. Let go of the foot. Point the toes. Point the foot. Again, you can have it lower. 10, 9, extend. 8, 7, 6. Adjust hips. Tall spine. Shoulders down. 3, 2. Whoo, feet down. Thank goodness. Meet me at the top of the mat. Let's take a moment into Tadasana. Maybe hands to the heart. Thumbs to the heart. Shoulders drop. And breathe. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. Almost finished with standing. We'll come down to seated in just a few moments. All right, let the eyes come open. Hands to the hips. Right foot all the way to the back of the mat. Bend your front knee and then warrior one. I might widen the stance, drop the hips. 5 breaths here, pushing that back pinky toe down. Maybe gazing up towards the hands. Cross the thumbs if you have the hands together or extend the hands apart. It's up to you. Just feeling into this warrior one. Strong feet, strong legs, strong pelvis, strong core, lengthening arms, even breath. Good, and keeping the arms where they are, straighten your front leg and then just walk to the other side, rotate into warrior one on the other side. 5 breaths. Making any adjustments. Relaxing your brow. Movement, breath, and concentration. Smoothing out the breath so it smooths out the posture. Last breath. Coming back to the front of the mat, hands on the hips. Front knee bends. Warrior two, arms front and back. Reach through your fingertips. Beautiful. Drop your hips, lower your shoulders. Really extend out through. Try to engage the triceps, the back of the arms. Exhale. Straighten that front leg. Change feet. Bend the opposite knee. I just had your bee that you saved come visit me. Katie had saved a bee. I think he just came to say thanks. She just came to say thanks. Inhale, exhale, warrior two. Making your adjustments. Come back, center. Hands to the hips, working to the front of the mat, feet together at the top. Into chair posture, feet apart or together, your choice. Take a deep breath, arms up overhead. Let's bring the palms to touch, thumbs to cross. Sit down as deep as you like. Look up towards the hands if that feels all right. And breathe. And just take notice. Where you need to strengthen, where you need to lengthen. What's working out and what's not. Changing what you need. One more breath. Heels down, toes up, belly in. Reach to the fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale, flat back. Maybe you need that block. Keep it nearby. Exhale, forward fold. Shake out the head, shake out the legs. I always like to come down with a purpose, so spread the feet out, toes off the mat, heels on the mat, and to Malasana squat posture. And then move left and right, lifting one heel at a time. If you got a higher squat, that's fine. If you need to hold the ground, it's fine. If you need to change something, it's fine. Honoring your knees and your feet and whatever's happening with you at the moment. Right? And then we're going to come all the way down to the mat. So come on back. And you might want to reach forward and sit back or use your hands to roll back and breathe. We're going to come to a seated posture. And we'll face the camera. Yeah, we want to see everybody. And pull the right foot in to the left leg. Good. Arms up overhead. Forward fold over that long leg. Good. And breathe. No agenda here. Just breathing and investigating. Maybe you feel it more in your back. Maybe you feel it more in your leg. Back of your leg. You can roll your forehead in towards your knee if you like. So in this stretch, in this posture, again, you might feel it in many different places. Maybe bracing a little in the core or pulling the shoulders away from the ears. So one more deep breath here. Then gently and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Okay, let's bring that knee up to the sky and cross it over that long leg, pulling gently that bent knee into the chest. You're going to turn towards me. So inhale, tall, and exhale, turn. Chin towards the back shoulder. 4 more, just like that. Inhale, tall. Again, that right hand can be behind you, beautiful, or it can wrap around, or it can just hang out. So it's up to you. Inhale, tall. Exhale, turn. Inhale, tall. You're trying to sit both sit bones down or pushing the big toe of that bent kneed foot down. And then come back center. Again, so we're going to take that right foot and we're going to bring it behind us. So kind of hurdler's lunge, hurdler's stretch. If that doesn't work, you can always bring your knee out if you like, or together. It's up to you depending on your foot. And you can always place a block underneath your hip if you want to prop up. We're going to forward fold, take a deep breath, maybe lift the arms up overhead, and then forward fold down over. You might need a little support with that left hand, and that's fine. So making adjustments, and again, if this doesn't work for your knee, let's go back to that half butterfly or lengthen both of your legs. Good, just exhaling down over that long leg. One more deep breath here. Inhale and exhale. Roll up. So this one, a little odd, but I like it. So we're going to take the heel underneath the torso and place the heel right into the pelvis. If this is too much for your knee, you could sit on a block, change the feet. Inhale, tall. Exhale, forward fold. It's a pretty deep stretch. So again, go to your own depth. Make the adjustments with your shoulders or your back. One more deep breath here. Exhale. Roll back on up. Brace through the hands. Lift off the heel. Bring that back foot around. Then we're going to change sides. So let's face the camera. I'm going to switch to the other side. Right leg out. Left heel in. Good. Nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. So you can always make the adjustments with your legs. Making space where it feels good. Again, just feeling into the body is the best advice. And listening to it, when to back off, when to go a little deeper, and to rotate. One more breath here. Come on all the way up. You can walk up, knee to the sky, foot crosses over the body. Hug that knee in and turn in towards the inner thigh. Inhale tall. Again, that left arm or the loose arm can come behind you, or it can bind around, or you just hang on to the leg. Try to sit both sit bones down. And the big toe of the crossed foot, push that down as you pull the knee in. One more breath here. And then unwind. Take that left foot up and over. Bring the foot behind you. Again, you can bring the knee out if you like, or they can be closer together, up on a block if you need. Take a deep breath and forward fold. And again, here where's that nice pulling the belly button in towards the spine, making a little bit of space. One more deep breath here. And then roll all the way up. One side usually tighter than the other. That's very common. And we're going to sit up onto the heel. Inhale, tall spine. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. One more deep breath. Inhale, exhale down. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Sit off the heel. Roll all the way back to the front of the mat. Legs out long, hands to the sides, fingers point down towards the feet. Flex your toes towards your nose. Push the back of your knees down towards the mat. Push firmly into the mat with your hands and drive your shoulders away from your ears. Dandasana, staff posture. Just for a moment, we're engaging the tops of the legs, the feet, even spread your toes out and push firmly, bracing through the core. So great for the posture too. Open the chest. Inhale. Release your feet down, arms up overhead. Shake out your legs. Forward fold coming your way. Exhale. You can always walk the glutes back if you need. So 5 breaths and forward fold. You can grab onto the toes as we did for a few postures, or the outsides of the pinky toe or the outsides of the foot, or you can just let your hands dangle to the sides or also on your legs. So you can pick and choose. Exhale. Making space between the ears and the shoulders. Maybe walking the glutes out. Try not to judge the forward fold. Investigate it. Move the shoulders around. Flex and extend the spine. Right? Shake out the head. And breathe. One more breath here. And then slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees out to the sides. However much distance you want is up to you. Hold on to your ankles. Inhale, lift. And exhale, forward fold, bringing your nose, trying to bring your nose or your face above your toes. So lengthening out through the spine. Even point your tailbone all the way down to your bottom of your spine behind you. Do a little extension of the spine, trying to squeeze your shoulder blades towards one another. Good. Point your tailbone to the back edge of the mat as you reach your face towards the front edge of the mat. Take one more breath here, and then we're going to arch it, forward fold. You can adjust the arms if you like, kind of grabbing onto the tops of the feet and rolling in, chin towards the chest, and then tailbone tucks under to face the heels or point towards the face. One more breath here. Gently and slowly roll all the way up. We're going to come down onto the back, so knees together, feet on the floor, lengthen the feet out. And let's bring the arms out, palms up. I'm going to walk up a little bit, tuck your tailbone up and under, and then slowly roll down onto the back. If you need your elbows or your hands or anything, you need to grab the leg, that's fine, all the way down. Bend your right knee into your chest. Grab your right shin with your right hand. And then follow that hand up as high as you can to straighten your right leg. If you want, you can grab onto your toe again, or the outside of your foot, or the back of your leg is fine. Try to keep that right shoulder down. You can counterbalance yourself with the left arm any way you like. Take an inhale. Bring your nose to your knee towards your nose, and lift. Good. Breathe and hold. You might want to hold the toe traditionally, whatever might work for you. One more breath here. We're going to hold where we're holding. We're going to lower the head and shoulder down best we can, and exhale. So about 5 breaths here. Just making some adjustments for that left hip flexor, left leg. You can always bend that left leg if you need. Right shoulder pulls down. Making those adjustments. You can always bend that right knee too if you don't want to lengthen it, and you can always make modifications. Take that right leg out to the right, holding on to it best you can. Keep the left shoulder and the left hip on the ground, just like we did when we were standing. You should feel a nice stretch through the hip flexors, the inner muscles of that right leg, long spine through the neck. And then bring that right leg back up. Gently pass it over to the left hand, keeping both hips on the ground, both glutes on the ground. Just a little IT band stretch so the right leg comes across the body just a little bit. Bring it to the left just a little, keeping both glutes on the ground. And then release the leg. Gently drop it to the ground. The left leg to the sky, grabbing onto it where you like. Inhale, nose to knee, knee to nose. And breathe. So the right hand can reach down the right leg, or it can be out to the side, or it can lift up for the flying leg also. It's up to you. A lot of variations. Just trying to lift up, nose to knee, knee to nose. Lower down gently. Take a few moments there. Same stretch but different. Making adjustments, investigating. As my mentor says, staying open to possibilities. That left leg drop to the left, maybe counterbalance with the right arm. Not mandatory that you hold on to anything. So you can always let go of the leg or hold it in a different place. One more breath here. Bring that left leg up, pass it over to the opposite hand. Keep both hips on the ground. So a little stretch across the body. You should feel that down the outside of the leg. Release the leg. Both feet down, knees bent, both feet on the ground. Hands down along the sides, fingers towards the heels. Walk your fingers down towards your heels, lengthen through your neck. Push your lower back towards the ground, tucking your tailbone up and under. You're going to do bridge posture. Take a deep breath, and from your tailbone through your lower back, middle back, upper back, lift up with an exhale. So take a few breaths here. If you like, you can interlace your fingers, your hands underneath your body, roll, tuck, and scoot your shoulders underneath. Or if you need to prop yourself in any way, also you could use a block underneath. The bind is not mandatory. If you need to point your toes outward, let the knees come with it so you can push your hips up to you. Just take a few moments to lengthen through the back of the neck, squeezing your glutes, opening the front of your hips. One more deep breath here. Release the hands if they're bound and roll down from the neck, upper back, middle back, lower back, tailbone, all the way down. Lift the feet off the ground, feet to the sky. So a little bit of rain stick. You can bend and straighten or flex and point the feet if you like. Spread out the toes. And you can stay here in rain stick. Or if you want to go to shoulder stand and do a little plow, I'm going to offer that. Not mandatory. And if you don't know what that is, maybe you want to watch first. So inhale, we're going to lift the hips, feet to the sky. Bracing the back gently. Lengthening through the back of the neck. And here you can always, flex and point the feet. And you can do a lot of different modifications or flavors if you like. From here, we're just going to go right into plow. I'm going to go one leg at a time. I'm going to drop the right leg down. I know there's a little shelf behind me. And then left leg down. I'm not going to stub my toes on it. I'm going to adjust. So try not to look right and left when you're in this posture. We want to keep our face upward towards the upper legs. If the feet don't touch the ground behind you, that's fine. If you want to lengthen your arms away from you, and again, interlace the fingers, that's an option, but not necessary. Let's take one more breath here. As you release the hands, bring the hands up to the feet. And then slowly lower down, using your abdominals as a brake. Really feeling through the spine here, one vertebrae at a time. I used to think the floor was super creaky, and then I realized it was my spine adjusting. So you might have that one spot that you want to kind of go over a few times. Coming all the way down. When you come all the way down, gently bend the knees and nice, easy squeeze. Just neutralize. Just hang out in an easy ball. Shoulders down away from the ears. Exhale. And then tee out the arms. Maybe palms up this time. Drop your knees to the right. Gaze to the left. And exhale. Gently up and over to the other side. However you would like to get there. And this is the portion where you want to relax into the body, trying to let go, not holding on. And if you went through that practice going, this was stiff or this didn't work, well, good. Then you have something to work on. It's always changing. Come back center. Pull your knees gently into your chest. Maybe rock left and right. Little massage for your back. Lengthen through the back of the neck. As we come back center, we're going to roll into a little tourniquet ball and come into Shavasana. So come back center, squeeze, and lift your head and shoulders off the ground. Inhale, exhale, hold your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and right into Shavasana. So let the body be long, let the body be heavy. Make any adjustments and block anywhere you want, or a bolster or a blanket. And just feel the body melt onto your mat. And observe. Observe your heartbeat. Observe any hopefully good kind of tingling that you're having. Circulation. Or it's just observing even the mental flow. Hopefully it's balanced or feeling calm. And if it's not, that's an observation. Take a few more breaths here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale through the nose to your own degree, what you feel comfortable with today. Exhale out. And 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bend your knees. Place your feet on the floor. Lengthen through your spine. Gently and slowly work up into a seated posture, whether it's turning onto your side or sitting straight up. Take a few moments as you come into a seated posture. Just to breathe, just to readjust. Nothing particular has to happen. Inhale, exhale, eyes come open. Thank you so much for your time, energy, and effort. Truly. Namaste. Namaste, Katie. Thank you. And thank you for joining us today. I hope to see you again. Have a great day.